Good morning and welcome to Climate Matters, the City of Santa Fe's monthly sustainability radio show. I'm Neil Denton, your host for today, and I am the sustainability planner for the city. During this show, we're going to be talking about the New Mexico Gas Company's energy efficiency offerings. I'm joined with Drew Jones and Tim Court from the New Mexico Gas Company. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Neil. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Hi, Neil.
No problem. So why don't you tell the listeners about New Mexico Gas Company's energy efficiency programs?
Good thing, Neil. I'd be happy to do that. So New Mexico Gas Company has offered energy efficiency programs since its divestiture from P&M back in 2009. Since then, we've grown the portfolio. We now operate an $8.3 million annual operating budget for our energy efficiency programs. Our programs are aimed to serve 5 customer segments. Those customer segments being residential, commercial or business customers, income qualified or low income customer programs, new construction for new home construction builders, and multifamily programs for people that own and operate multifamily properties and its tenants. So those are the 5 customer segments that we serve with our energy efficiency programs, and I can run through and highlight kind of some of the top ones if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. Some of the listeners may not know exactly what energy efficiency means, so why don't you tell us what exactly that looks like?
Sure. Yeah, but to the gas company, what we look to offer, especially on the residential side, is going to be programs that aim at reducing your consumption for space and water heating, right, of natural gas. So what those pretty much look like is Energy Star furnaces, Energy Star boilers. We offer rebates up to about $375 for customers that are looking to make their heating systems more efficient. We offer energy efficiency rebates for attic or roof insulation, and those rebates can range as high as up to $500 for a residential home. We offer a $50 rebate on smart thermostats. Everyone's into the connected home and Internet of Things. We offer a $50 rebate if customers are looking to install a smart thermostat in their home. On the water heating side, we have tankless water heaters and storage tank water heaters. Again, we stick with the Energy Star label, the Energy Star brand, and try to make it real easy for customers when they're out shopping for these new energy efficient products of what products will qualify for rebates. So if you're out shopping for a new furnace or boiler or a water heater and you see the Energy Star label, more than likely we're going to have a rebate for you for New Mexico Gas Company. And of course, we have tons of information. We have qualified product listings on our website pages, so tons of information there for anyone that wants to learn more. And to round out, though, our residential offerings, I really always like to point out our high efficiency shower head and water savings kit. Now, this package is free for customers, and this is really a great program for customers. It would include 2 high efficiency shower heads, 2 bathroom aerators, and a kitchen swivel aerator, along with instructions in English and Spanish and plumber's tape. So it's pretty easy to install. And we ship that out to customers for free. We just ask that you go to our website. We ask a couple of short questions, and we will ship that out to your house in 4 to 6 weeks. And that website that we would always want customers to go to is nmgcfreeshowerhead.com. So that's one that we always like to highlight. And those are really our highlights of our residential programs. Of course, we have income qualified programs. We have commercial business programs. We have multifamily programs. And again, we have a new home construction program. So
got a lot going on, whether it's for a resident or a business or someone in multifamily. They can go to your website and figure out some way to take advantage of a rebate that you're offering, whether it's for something as small as a low flow shower head or something as big as insulation in the attic or a boiler or a hot water heater. And it might be time to replace your hot water heater or your furnace, even if it's still working, because of the savings you could see with a more efficient one. Do you know how much gas is wasted in the home?
What we typically say is a new Energy Star furnace will typically save a homeowner about $30 a month on average in comparison to replacing it with a less efficient or baseline furnace. So that's kind of like one of the built-in calculations there that we can quantify from getting an Energy Star furnace to kind of like that entry-level one that you can buy off the shelf at a Home Depot or Lowe's. So that's where we're always trying to drive customers is to invest in that little bit more of higher cost efficient upfront, but it does have such a long-term payback as far as month after month savings in comparison to a standard version.
Yeah, it's pretty significant, $30 a month on top of the rebates you all offer.
Right.
So that's good to hear. So why, New Mexico Gas Company, you sell gas. You don't necessarily sell energy efficiency services as your core offering. So why is it that you all do this?
Sure. So New Mexico Gas Company, we believe that energy efficiency is still our least cost resource. So what that really means is it's still cheaper for us to encourage and motivate customers to use a little bit less of the product than it is to go out there and buy additional gas on the open market to meet customer needs and customer demands. So that's why energy efficiency really is very important at New Mexico Gas Company. And as most people know too, it's required by all of the utilities throughout the state. Back in 2004, legislation passed the Efficient Use of Energy Act. The Efficient Use of Energy Act falls under the PUA, the Public Utilities Act. And that, of course, is carried out and regulated through our New Mexico Public Regulation Commission.
Yeah, I like how you described energy efficiency as a resource, and we have to, whether it's, producing electricity or, sourcing natural gas for the pipeline. If we can be more efficient as a user, whether it's, in your home or in your workplace, then we don't need to get as much gas into those pipelines. And that makes it the most cost-effective resource we can use. And there's millions of dollars wasted every year in the United States on energy loss, whether it's heat going out of windows, or loss in transmission to where it's going. So the most efficient we can be at the point of use, whether it's in the home or the workplace, the better off we're going to be in doing something about the climate crisis. So if you're sitting at home, maybe you've heard some news recently about the new United Nations report about climate change. You're wondering what you can do. This is something you can do right now. Make a change and do so very affordably. It might be something as simple as a low flow shower head. I use one of those. There's been in the past, there are some that aren't that great, and I wanted to put my old one back on, but they've really come a long way with the low flow shower heads.
Yeah, they really have, Neil. We've almost even gotten away from calling them low flow shower heads because we found that they all have a negative connotation. And the ones that we're working with now, the ones that we provided customers, they're nothing like the ones from 15, 20 years ago that were literally a trickle of water coming out. These have, a real strong mixture of aeration coming through. So they're definitely pressure compensated, and we get a lot of great reviews from customers that request the packs and install them.
Yeah, it's extremely likely you've used one at a hotel without even knowing that you were using an efficient shower head.
Absolutely.
I most of the hotels are using those these days.
You're right. Neil, if I may add, maybe this may be a good point to plug. What we do have for the company, if you go to our website, we have something called a home energy analyzer. And again, if customers are interested in understanding how your home is using energy, and then again how it could be using energy more efficiently, this is a great tool. It's totally free. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes to run through. Pretty user friendly. No personal email or sign up necessarily required. And you get a nice little customized report at the end of it, and it gives you some ideas, some low cost, no cost ideas, as well as introductions to some of our programs that could help you save based on how you answer the questions throughout the survey. So that's one, that's one that we're always excited to get customers to go through, and it's a very super helpful and valuable tool.
So if you're listening to this and you're wondering where you should start, it sounds like that's where you should start. Go to New Mexico Gas Company's website and go through that. Is it the Home Energy Use Analyzer? That's what it's called.
Yeah, we call it the Home Energy Analyzer. And if you go to our New Mexico Gas Company energy efficiency pages, you'll be able to find it right there from our landing page from energy efficiency.
All right, great. I wish I was a New Mexico Gas Company. I'm on propane myself, which I don't have much control over. They increase the price as we go into the winter, and there's nothing we can do about that.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to have you.
So let's see, I read recently that you have a new partnership with ICAST for multifamily. What's going on there?
Sure, yeah, ICAST, they're a great company that we've been working with probably, I wouldn't say so new. We've probably been working with them for 4 or 5 years now. Okay. But they are a really great company that we're really happy to work with. They work exclusively with our multifamily customers. And what they claim is they are a one-stop shop. And what they come in and they do is they work with property owners and property managers on making their properties more energy efficient, healthier, safer. So they have a great track record. They come in with turnkey solutions that really cover all aspects of a retrofit project. Energy efficiency, of course, being one of the pivotal ones. But we can't say enough about our relationship with ICAST. They've done some great work. Typical measures that you'd see in an ICAST project would be upgraded insulation, upgraded windows, furnaces and boilers, again, shower heads and aerators, weatherization, weatherizing the envelope of buildings, water heaters, smart thermostats. It really runs a gamut of natural gas measures that ICAST is working with for our multifamily projects.
And so how does that work between New Mexico Gas Company and the apartment manager? Like who's making the choices and paying for all that and so on?
Sure. So what happens is if there was a property manager, property owner out there that wanted to make their property more energy efficient, we would encourage you to go to our website, go to our multifamily program offerings. From there, you will find contact information for our program managers, ICAST. And from there, you would connect to one of their team leads. And from there, they will connect you to auditors, assessors that would come out and look at your property, look at your facility, and give you an assessment of what type of potential opportunities may be there. And again, not only from the natural gas side, but they'll also be looking at electricity, they'll be looking at water, they'll be looking at health and safety, they'll be looking at structural improvements if needed. There's a lot of repair and rehab that may go into a lot of these projects as well. So, I mean, they're really running a real comprehensive program for us.
All right, and of course, as you make these improvements, the appraisal of your property is going to go up. So it's not just saving energy and saving gas, but just property improvements. So that's really good to know that anyone, let's say, if you're living in an apartment, maybe you should let your apartment manager know about this as an option. And if you happen to be someone who owns or manages apartments, reach out to New Mexico Gas Company about this exciting opportunity here. And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Climate Matters, the City of Santa Fe monthly sustainability radio show. I'm Neil Denton, the City Sustainability Planner, and I'm talking with Drew Jones and Tim Court, New Mexico Gas Company, about energy efficiency. And we were talking about hot water heaters. And something I want to point out as it relates to when you're buying something that's Energy Star, more energy efficient, you're also saving water. You can get a rebate from the New Mexico Gas Company for that. And here in the desert Southwest, it's always really important to be saving water. So.
Sure, and if I can give another quick plug, anyone that's just joining us for our high efficiency shower head and water savings kit. Again, that's a free program that we run, and we will send out to customers 2 high efficiency shower heads, 2 faucet aerators, kitchen faucet aerator. And what we claim, what we get from savings from measurement verification from this actually is we can tell customers that this pack will save you about $150 on your natural gas bill over the life of the pack, and it will save you tens of thousands of gallons of water over the life of the pack as well. So as you said, water being such a precious commodity here in our desert state, we're always excited to have that nexus of energy and water savings through any of our programs that we can.
That's good to hear. So if you don't have an Energy Star hot water heater, you might be doing it wrong. You might want to take a look at your hot water heater, see if it has that symbol, Energy Star symbol on it. Even if it doesn't have it, it might be an Energy Star certified hot water heater. So if you're savvy enough to locate the serial number and get on your computer and look it up, you want to make sure you're not wasting energy, you're not wasting water in the household, because we're all doing this together. We're all doing something about climate change and conserving water so that we can continue to thrive here in Santa Fe together. And Drew, if somebody's wondering what's the biggest thing they could do, we're talking about appliances. What's one appliance they should update and upgrade and get a rebate for?
It's funny though that you ask about an appliance. What we would first start with and what we would first encourage is it wouldn't be an appliance.
Okay.
We would first encourage is customers to address the envelope of their home or the building. You want to address first fix all the cracks and the gaps, the leaks, the air infiltration. You want to make sure that the building is sealed up. And then after that, after sealing the building, probably the number one program that we recommend after that would be our insulation program. After you're nice and properly sealed, you want to have that nice layer of insulation to retain that nice temperature in the home, whether it be the summer or winter months. Insulation helps do that for you.
Yeah, and you might look in your attic and see that you have insulation. It's possible it's not the best insulation. So even maybe you want to hire a handyman or something to take a look at it and upgrade that insulation, or even add a second layer of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Every fall we align with DOE and Energy Star's Rule Your Attic campaign. And DOE and Energy Star, they tell people that 9 out of 10 homes are under insulated in North America. So insulation is definitely a place that a great place to start if you're looking at your journey of making your home more energy efficient.
That's a shocking number. 90% of homes are under insulated. So if you're listening to this, the chances are your attic is under insulated. And if you're wondering what you can do, about climate change, adding another layer of insulation, it's going to help you save on your heating bills through the colder months. And by doing so, you're going to be doing something for the environment and our community at the same time. So we've been talking a lot about rebates. So how does the rebate program work? If somebody buys, let's say they buy a new Energy Star furnace, they have to pay the full cost at the store, and then they fill out an application. And then, how long does it take?
Right. So what we do is we work with a network of participating contractors. So again, we would encourage anyone that's looking at an energy efficient project and accessing New Mexico Gas Company energy efficiency rebates to look at our website and see. I think you'd be impressed with the network of contractors we have out working throughout the state. And they range, of course, HVAC, plumbing, insulation contractors. It really runs the gamut of what our programs have to offer. But that's where you would want to start. From there, you'd want to contact one of our participating contractors that are well versed in our programs, and they are a resource as well. They can help you in the selection of your energy efficient unit, as well as completing the required documentation and paperwork that's necessary to get your rebate. There is actually a portion on the rebate form where your participating contractor would need to sign off. So they, again, are a resource in getting the applications completed and submitted.
I see. So go to the New Mexico Gas Company's website, make sure you get an HVAC contractor off that list, and sounds like they'll pretty much take care of the rest of it for you.
Yeah, they're a great resource again. And what we typically see is after the project is complete, rebate is submitted along with the accompanying documentation, that being a New Mexico Gas Company bill, copy of the invoice, AHRI certificate. Once those are submitted, we typically see rebates turned around in about 4 to 6 weeks to the time they're submitted, to the time they're returned into customers' mailboxes.
All right, great. And that shows up as a check, right? Not a credit on the
Right. That's right, Neil. It is a live check. It is not a credit on the bill or anything like that. It will be a live check.
All right, so that's a happy day when that check shows up in the mail.
That's right. Yeah, mailbox money is always good.
Well, speaking of money, you mentioned an income qualified program. How does that work, and how do people qualify for that?
Sure. We run a great program with the New Mexico Mortgage Finance Authority. And this program really aims to serve income qualified customers that income guidelines are within 200% of the federal poverty limit. So it's actually a lot wider than a lot of people would imagine. A lot more customers actually are eligible for this program than one would think. But this is really a great program. We see on average, I believe, 35 to $3,500, $4,000 spent per home with a cap of, I believe, $5,500. They're addressing tons of issues in the home. They're addressing insulation, heating and cooling systems. Again, we talked about air leakage reduction and how important it is to have a properly sealed home, health and safety aspects of the home, and then, of course, all your base load measures. Of course, they're going to be doing LED light bulbs. They're going to be doing refrigerators if needed on the electric side. On the gas side, of course, they're going to be doing water heater blankets, water heater pipe insulation, and of course our low flow shower head and aerator measures as well. But yeah, we can't say enough about that program for income qualified customers struggling with energy burden. This is absolutely a great program to work with and get signed up and get on the list, get someone out to assess your home and see what opportunities your home has to be more energy efficient. And Neil, the way it works is through the New Mexico MFA, they have two major service providers. So depending on where you live in the state, they have one for the northern section and then one for the southern section of the state. So I would imagine most of your listeners probably reside in the northern section, Santa Fe market. So they would want to contact the Central New Mexico Housing Corporation. Again, we have all of this information on our website. It links to MFA's website, and all of this information is housed there. But again, that is Central New Mexico Housing Corporation. Their website is centralnmhousing.org. And I have a phone number that I can share too real quick, Neil, just in case anyone out there has pen and pad handy and would like to take that down. That phone number is 505-345-4949.
All right. So, you may not think that you're an income qualified household, and you might be able to take advantage of these pretty significant offerings at no cost. So, I would think maybe you have a household, I'm just guessing, $65,000 a year. You think they would qualify?
Depending on the size of the household, I want to say that the cutoff for a family of four is somewhere around the 58,000 mark.
Okay.
Again, it's 200% of the federal poverty limit. We have all of the charts online. I'm sorry if I don't have that right off the top of my head, what that breaks out to, but yeah, it's all based on the household size and income levels.
Great. Yeah. So take a look again, New Mexico Gas Company's energy efficiency website to see if you can take advantage of those offerings. And we've been talking a lot about the household, but what about your business programs?
Sure. So we have a great program for our commercial business customers, and what we call it is the Efficient Buildings Program. And really the way it works is we have three components of that program. We have a direct install component where we will send a direct install tech out to your business and look to see what direct install opportunities may be there, whether it be some low flow water measures, it may be door sweeps, it may be garage door insulation. There's some low cost, no cost measures that are pretty impressive, the savings that we can generate from one of these direct install trips. So that is one that we definitely like to introduce our commercial offerings to customers with. The second one is our prescriptive program, and really that's pretty much you go and you buy something, you see what the rebate is, we send you the check for it. It's pretty straightforward and standard. All of our prescriptive measures have a deemed savings and a deemed rebate amount for them. We probably have about 35 to 40 different measures on our prescriptive measure list, a majority of them being commercial food service measures. We do, of course, have space heating and water heating in the forms of boilers and furnaces for small and medium businesses. And then we also have on prescriptive offerings commercial laundry equipment as well. And then the third component of our commercial business offerings is a custom component. And really what that does is it's kind of the catch-all. If you use natural gas in any of your processes and it can be done more efficiently, and there's a way to do it more efficiently, we're always interested in trying to figure that out together and figure out what's an appropriate rebate for that. But custom, it may be more complex. It could require some technical assistance. It typically requires test in, test out to determine and quantify what that rebate amount would be. But we have a number of resources available for business commercial customers that are interested in looking to see what they can do to make their facilities, their buildings more efficient. So please keep us in mind when you're undertaking an energy efficient project. We may have something for you.
Great. I'd say now's the time to do it. You know, we're approaching the end of summer, so we're going to be seeing more and more cooler days. It might be time to turn on the furnace in the coming months. You're going to need the time before then for this work to be done. So if you're listening to this, you're wondering when you should do it, you might be wondering what you can do to do something about climate change. This is it. You know, energy efficiency is one of the highest impact things that anyone can do. Drew mentioned earlier that it's the most cost-effective resource for us to use energy. So if you haven't, if you don't have efficient appliances, if you haven't thought about your insulation or your shower heads or all these other things that we've discussed, now's the time to look into it. There's no time like the present, and you are welcome to give me a call at the city. Neil Denton, the sustainability planner. I can help you navigate these processes as well. You can find me just by looking me up on the city's website. Look up City of Santa Fe Sustainability. You'll find my contact info. We're approaching the end of our show here. Before we wrap, I just wanted to give Tim. Sorry to put you on the spot, but is there anything you'd like to say about New Mexico Gas Company? You've been pretty quiet over there.
Yeah, sure, Neil. No, I'm not trying to be a wallflower. I think you guys had a great conversation. My role was to come on and avail myself if you had anything kind of outside the realm of energy efficiency. So I'll just say real quickly that our customer service team is working really hard right now on customer assistance programs. If you know anybody who's been impacted by COVID, and if they're behind on their natural gas bill, we have a lot of assistance programs that could probably pay maybe potentially the whole bill. So get on the phone and call us. The information is on our website, nmgco.com. We also have commercial assistance programs available as well, residential and commercial.
Great. To help people who are experiencing financial hardship due to COVID.
You bet.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. So Drew, Tim, thank you so much for being my guests. This has been Climate Matters, your monthly City of Santa Fe sustainability show. And I hope everybody has a great day. Farewell.